I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Yeah, I got one. And I got a message for you today, too, something I was thinking about that might help you along the way. The thing I appreciate about so many people that I learned from, Bishop Jakes, Kenneth Ulmer, Donnie McClurkin, Kirk Franklin, Joel Osteen, I can't tell you, and many more than that. I mean, you know, I'm naming, you know, famous people because I know you know these names, but my father, who you never met, was so great in my development as a man. But my mother, Lord have mercy, my mother, she taught me about faith. She gave me the things I needed to know about what I speak about every day. That basis was given to me by her. So it's so many great people. But here's the thing that I've had to learn. And that is that if God got you through it, it's done. Move on. See, I can't tell you how many people don't really pay attention to that close enough. If God got you through it, it's done. Move on. How many times have we as people allowed God to get us through something, get us beyond something, get us over something, get us through something, and then even after its completion, we sit there and we dwell on it and we dwell on it to the point where it becomes an anchor around our neck and we can't move on. We can't move on because we just won't let it go. It's done. If God got you through it, it's done. Move on. Stop harboring on the past. Stop hanging on to every time you fail. Stop hanging on to every time you slipped up and messed up. Stop hanging on to every time you didn't get it right. So what? Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody messes up. Everybody don't get it right. Everybody struggling with something. You ain't the only one. But my God, man, if God got you through it, it's done. Move on. What you hanging on to it for? That's why he got you through it, so you can move on from it. See, a lot of things that happen to us that we think are negative or bad experience, these are lessons in what not to do. This is a way to have a bearing on. Look out for it the next time. You got me once, you can't get me again. I'm telling you, man, if God got you through it, it's done. Move on. You have got to move on. I use this analogy all the time. I'm going to add a little bit to it. Bishop Jakes told me you cannot drive your car looking in the rearview mirror. See, you know what your rearview mirror is actually for in your car? Your rearview mirror is designed. After I pass a car and I want to merge into that lane or I want to make another move, I look up in the rearview mirror and all I use it for, it shows me that I've gotten past it. I've gotten past the vehicle I was passing and I got enough room now clear to make my next move. That's what I use my rearview mirror for. I use my rearview mirror to just glance up every now and then to see what's coming up on me. That's all I use it for. Listen to me real close now. Your rearview mirror on your car is after you're passing something or you're passing by something, you can look up in the rearview mirror and it lets you know you passed it. You're beyond it. It's clear now. It's in the past. You no longer have to deal with it as the car that was in front of you blocking your way. You have passed it. You look up in the mirror. You've cleared it. Now, if you want to switch lanes, you could slide on over. You got room. But that rearview mirror also lets you see if anything is coming up on you. And you just need to glance, because if you moving forward, ain't a whole lot can come up on you. You just glancing every now and then. And it reminds you that you got through something and you got beyond something. That's what the rearview mirror for. Now let's talk about that windshield. Why you think that windshield's so big on your car? That's the biggest window on your car. You know why the windshield's so big? Because it's where you're going. Because even the automobile makers want you to have a wide view of where you're going, so you can see what's up ahead. They put lights on the car at night so you can have night vision and see what's up ahead. But you can, see, now, why is that? Think about that now before I move forward with this one. Think about that windshield, man. Why is that windshield so big? So you can see where you're going. It's way more important where you're going than where you've been. Don't you see that? That's why the rearview mirror is so small, because it is nowhere near as important as it is as to where you're going. Where you've been just allows you to take a glance so you can make sure you cleared it, so you can see if there's room enough for you to make your next move, so you can know that you've gone through it and go ahead on about your business. But that windshield is for vision. A man without a dream or vision shall perish. That windshield is for somebody going somewhere. That windshield is for somebody up there trying to make another move. I'm going to go right, I'm going to left, I'm going to get off on this exit, I'm going to take this detour, I'm going to handle this sign, there's a new route. There's only so many miles left to go. That's what the windshield got. Let me tell you something, man. When you see a mile sign, you driving on the freeway, you on the interstate, and let's say you driving to a particular city, and you see a sign that says that city is 138 miles away. That lets you know where you're going and you're on the right path. Now, if you keep looking in the rearview mirror, you'll never know how close you are. You'll never know, because you're driving your car looking in the rearview mirror. You all on the shoulder. You hear them rocks up under your car. You done scared yourself to death, because you know why? Because you keep looking in the rearview mirror. Get out the rearview mirror. If God got you through it, it's done. Move on. So what? He don't love you no more. And, man, let's move on. If God got you through it, it's done. Move on. God got something for you. If you get out your rearview mirror and get up in that windshield, God's got something for you up ahead. But you can't see what's up ahead because you in that rearview mirror. If God got you through it, it's done. Let's move on. Come on, y'all. Don't let the past beat you up. That's the ingredients in the cake. You done made that already. That's done. Let's go. God, look in the windshield. See what God probably got something new for you. If you get out the rearview mirror and open up your eyes and see, all right, let's go today.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're looking for someone to help you unpack Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton story, you're in the right place. It's me, Gabby Collins. Come with me, because on Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that's put that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. On this podcast, we're going beyond the basic line of questioning and getting to the heart of the show, all while appreciating the contributions of the show's creative teams and remarkable cast. Go inside each episode of Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton story with the creatives, the cast, and creator Shonda Rhimes leading the way. Listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as usual, I call on all animal trainers, organ grinders.
Why?
Because you bring it up a lot.
You know, I was just wanting to cover them because nobody ever says anything to them. Nobody says good morning to all the veterinarians out there, you know.
Oh, okay.
All like that.
Yeah.
So I just want to try to be inclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. What we're doing today is bringing you levity, information, inspiration, and adulation. All of this is based around the simple principle here on the Steve Harvey Morning Show that if you give God your gratitude, it will definitely affect your attitude, which is in direct correlation with your altitude. That's what we're talking about this morning. Be grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Martha of the South Jr., and the legend of Nephew Tommy.
Yeah.
Junior, what's on your mind today, man?
Well, let me talk to you, Unc, man. You know, when you think of black, you got to think of Uncle Steve. You know, it is Black History Month today, first day of Black History Month.
Really?
So when I think of black, I think of nobody blacker.
Bro, ain't nobody not on this show.
No. So let me ask you this, Unc.
I am the blackest
Let me ask you
on
this.
this here show.
Just to help
Committed
us
to
out.
it. What you need?
What's some of the greatest, blackest moments you've ever had? Your greatest moments is being black.
Great question. I tell you what, one time I was homeless and I was driving. I got me enough money and I stopped and I got me to stay awake. Down south they had this cola called Jolt Cola, Jolt, Jolt Cola. Yeah, and I bought a Jolt Cola and they had a moon pie. You know, I used to love moon pie.
Moon pie, yeah.
Moon pies. I like the chocolate one and I like the vanilla one. And I bought them chocolate moon pie, and as I was walking out the store, I turned back and noticed a sign in the window that said 2 moon pies for the price of 1, and all I had was 1. I took my ass back in that store with that already open and eaten moon pie and demanded my other moon pie. And I'm talking about I got into it with this little foreign dude. I didn't know what country he was from, but when I got through with his ass, telling him when he could go back and when the next plane up out of here was, if I don't get this damn moon pie, and I'm talking about, man, like he had took my credit card from me, which I did not have. I was in his back over that damn moon pie. And when he finally he threw the moon pie at me. Yeah. But I didn't want to fight him because I didn't feel like going to jail. He threw it in my chest and I caught it. Yeah. I said, yeah, I got it though. And walked my ass out the door. That was one of my blackest moments. Full blown. I'm talking about full blown by the damn moon pie.
Why are we like this? Why are we so extra?
You know, I was proud of that to this day, you know. Very proud.
Listen to him talk about very proud.
Very
proud.
That was a Black History moment right there. I love it.
All right. We should have more of those during Black History Month. All right. Thank you, guys. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. Nephew, what you got for us today?
Well, in case they missed it yesterday, Shirley, this is for these pastors out there that's not showing up to preach on certain Sundays, and then we don't find out till we get there. This is for y'all. Oh, yeah. All right? The name of this title is I Want My Money Back. I want my money back. It's a shame. I get all dressed up, get down there to the church, and then you ain't preaching. That don't make no sense to me. And I am paying tithes and love offerings, and I want my money back. I want my money back. I'm sorry. Let's go,
Wow.
kids.
Hello.
I need to speak to Sister Felicia.
Okay, who is this?
This right here is Glenn. All right, this is Glenn.
Okay,
This is Brother Glenn. Can I speak to Sister Felicia? But I have some, please.
Okay, sir. How did you get my number?
I got your number from one of the deacons at the church.
Okay, what deacon was that?
I don't even know the deacon name. Listen. What I'm trying to ask you, can you reimburse me for some money that I put in church on Sunday?
Okay, well, can you just calm down just a little, please, sir?
Look, are you the financial person at the church?
Yes, I am. So what can I do for you?
I'm trying to get my money back that I put in church on Sunday. I put $100 in church on Sunday, and I'm trying to get my $100 back.
Okay, well, did you not give from your heart?
I gave from my heart what I thought was going to happen, but it didn't happen.
Okay, help me help you. What you mean, what didn't happen? What didn't happen, sir?
Okay, Pastor wasn't there. Pastor was not there on Sunday, and y'all had this guest minister come in who I didn't like him at all, but the doggone the offering was before he even got up to preach. So I didn't already gave my offering, which was $100, and then I didn't even know Pastor wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So here I am giving $100. I'm thinking, I know I'm going to get the word when Pastor there. But y'all put this dude up. He coming from, don't nobody come from the book of Ruth no more. He was in Ruth, Leviticus. He was all over the place. I want to get my $100 back. I ain't giving to that.
Sir, do you not read the bulletin? I mean, how often do you even come to church?
I come to church often. I mean, what that's got to do with anything?
Well, if you would come a little often and read the bulletin, sir, you would have known that Pastor took a vacation.
He took a vacation, so everybody knew he wasn't gonna be there.
Yes, sir. The regulars, the people that come regularly to church, they know that, sir.
Okay, well I ain't know that, so I need to get my money back.
Okay, what I need you to do though is calm down.
I'm calm. I'm just trying to say I want to get my $100. I'm not giving that sermon I got on Sunday. I'm not giving no $100 for that.
Well, sir, I cannot give you $100 back. Okay, we don't do no refund checks. I can't do that. Okay, I have to wait till Pastor get back in because 2 people have to sign the checks. I can't even do that for you, sir. Matter of fact, I'm not even at work right now.
Okay, so how am I gonna get my $100 back?
Okay, sir, why don't you just call the church on tomorrow and then we can go from there, okay?
I'm not calling the church tomorrow. I tell you what, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come up there tomorrow and you're gonna give me my $100. Either it's in a check or it's in cash. But you, Sister Felicia Patterson, you're gonna give me my damn money.
Hey, did you just cuss me?
Say what?
Sir, did you just cuss me?
I just told you that come tomorrow, I'm coming up there to get my damn $100. Whether it's in a check or whether it's in cash. I don't care what it's in.
Let me tell you something, sir. You ain't getting nothing from us. How dare you call here and cuss me, asking for some money back? You don't matter. You giving your money from your heart. It doesn't matter who up there preaching the word of God. You give because you love God. But have you ever thought to me like this? I'll strip you naked. You hear me? You know what? You better be glad this ain't 20 years ago because I'd have cussed you from A to Z. But thank God that he saved me because you know what? I ain't going to cuss you. But I tell you what I will do, young man. Whenever I see you, what you say your name is again? What's your name is?
I'm Brother Glenn.
Brother Glenn, when I see you, I'm going to give you the rap for the fellowship. Do you hear me? Come on, say something. Because that's how you treat God's people. You have been talking to me ignorant since I picked up the phone. You ain't say, hi, ma'am. How you doing, ma'am? Can you help me, ma'am? No, you just start cussing and hollering at me. You don't talk to people like that. You don't even sound like a Christian. Christians don't do that. Do you hear me, boy? Now, you want something from people, you ask. That's what the word said. You have not because you ask not. You don't call here hollering at me. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Come call here cussing at me. Oh, Lord, help me.
Can I, Sister Felicia, can I
Young
say,
man,
I mean, I just want to say something else to you if you don't mind. Can I say something?
You can't say nothing to me. But you know what you need to do? Go get you some manners.
Yes, ma'am. But but there's one more thing I just wanted to say to you.
Ain't no one more thing. Ain't no one more thing.
Okay, but I just wanted to tell you this, Sister Felicia. I wanted to tell you.
I told you. You ain't got nothing to tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But I want to say this though. This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend, Sister Doris, got me to prank phone call you. Sister Felicia.
Oh, my God. Woo. I am going to get Doris. Oh, yes, I am. Tommy,
hello?
Is Steve in there with you?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Steve is not in here with me.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to need to have a private moment with Sister Doris. Yeah, it's got to be private. Can't nobody hear what I got to share with her. Yeah, it's going to just be me, her, and the Lord.
Sister Felicia, ooh. She told me, she said, my girlfriend is blessed, highly favored, saved. And she said, I want you to see if you can push her button. Sister Felicia, you rolled it out. I'm going to tell you. But you, let me ask you something though. 20 years ago, it'd have been a little different.
Oh, 20 years ago, I'd have picked you up and dropped you back down, looked at you and walked over you after I got through cussing you out. But that was 20 years ago. Oh, thank the Lord for deliverance. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Lord, my legs still shaking. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord,
hey,
let me
ask you something, Sister Felicia. I got to ask you, what is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Oh, I must say the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Oh, yeah, you got me. You got me. Oh, Lord, you got me.
That goes out to all the pastors.
All right. We're going to leave that alone. Coming up next it is Ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, the stepfather of Tyre Nichols dispels a reckless rumor on social media. Retired NFL player Chad Ochocinco, might be the cheapest celebrity ever. And actress Nia Long admits that she has her eye on one special person.
She had time.
But right now,
What?
here,
Right, Junior.
here.
I said she had time. I'm married now.
Jig is up.
She missed out.
Too long. I gave her the time. Hey.
Good thing you said that, Junior.
Right now, it's time to ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey. Shani in Montclair writes, my husband is losing his hair, and instead of letting it go, he's letting it grow. It's long and out of control, and he said he wants to get cornrows. He's 48 years old, and I don't think it goes with his profession. What are alternatives to shaving it off?
Well, let me tell you this right here. Them cornrows ain't gonna be complete rows. Just want to let you know right there. Yeah. It's gonna be just corn at some places, and some of them won't be a real row. You know, a row is a continuation of the braid. Mm-hmm. So you just gonna have corn patch.
Section.
He ain't gonna have cornrows. He gonna have a corn field. Now, letting it go is a beautiful thing. You want to grow it long. There's 3 of us on this show that have going through it. 2 of us has completed the process. 1 of us is still holding on. And it's getting away from him. He's looking more and more like a young Stephen A.
God, you gonna sting?
I just thought I'd throw that out there. So tell us, you don't think them cornrows go with his profession. Wait till he find out how thin that cornrow is.
All right, moving on to Chloe in Flint. Chloe says, my sister and I are jazz singers, and I'm wanting to do my solo thing without her. She has to drink and do shots to have a good performance, and the club has been taking her drinks out of our check. I'm fine singing without her. What should I do?
How old are y'all? What the club is taking y'all shot money out your check?
The jazz singers.
Jazz singers. I ain't heard that in a while. Shooby doo bop 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 doo bop da bo doo. I bet you. Hold on, baby. I need a shot. Zippy doo bop doo bop doo. Hey, you got too many doo wops in there because you drunk. Halfway you drunk. So you can go ahead and do your solo by yourself. Go ahead, baby. Whatever you want to do. I don't know your sister. I don't know how good y'all are, but I ain't never really like splitting the check. So, you know.
Yeah, I'd like to hear.
Now your sister ain't gonna speak to you, but now you got to be fair warning. Now, if your sister is not your duet partner, then you know what she gonna be then.
What?
A drunk ass audience member. I wouldn't have sung that.
You got a heckler.
A heckler.
The heckler, right? The drunk
Singing that for that ain't not the right note.
Let's put the group back together.
All right, Mo in Long Beach says, I'm married to a black queen, and I recently met her family. We met online and were married 5 months later because she got pregnant right away. Her dad says I can't call my wife a queen because I'm white. He also had a few other rules I have to remember when I'm around him. Is he making these up?
Yeah, he got your ass. Yeah,
Mo?
you need to watch the movie. You send the movie "You People" to your dad.
People.
Yeah, you can send that movie. That's a good movie, and he's making stuff up, man.
Call her queen again. See what happens. Call her queen again.
And Black
That's a
History
term of
Month.
endearment.
Been
Yeah.
here in February calling her queen. Call her queen again.
Yeah,
Come on, Mr. White folk. Call her queen again.
yeah, he just over there Akbar your ass.
Yes, Eddie Murphy. Yup.
Yeah, man, just get the movie "You People" and send it to him. It'll be all right, man. Don't worry
All
about
right.
that.
We can watch it on Netflix, yo.
All right, last one, Steve. Last one. Starla in Hampton says, my boyfriend and I bought a house together, and he wants to put his apartment furniture in the house. I have a lot of nicer furniture than he does, but he says it's too girly. We don't have money for new furniture, so shouldn't we use my nice stuff?
Put your foot down.
Come the bean
Put
bag.
your foot down. Don't have that ragged ass mess in your house.
What kind of furniture does he have, Steve?
He got them old milk cards with the albums tilted in it sideways, because she owed her name Starla.
He got that love seat, that couch, and that chair that all match. He got that one.
That he got on the back of the TV guide with the matching lampshade. And it's made out of Herculoid. It's made out of Herculoid. It came with ashtrays, too. Oh, Lord. Be over there like at Butch Mama's house. Butch Mama had that whole set was Herculoid. She had lampshades that was the same fabric as the couch. This is the ugliest damn house I've ever seen. It had the couch, love seat, one lazy boy, 2 stands on each side, a coffee table, ashtrays, and an ottoman. All that was in gold and brown and black plaid. As soon as you sit on it, it put them little balls on it. That thing looked a year old after she had it for a week.
But Unc, I gotta say this, dog. When they came out with that black lacquer, I lost my mind.
With that gold.
That
I had black lacquer. Yeah, I had some black lacquer. Bedroom.
I don't know
Yep.
what the hell y'all talking
Yep.
about.
You don't know what black lacquer is?
He's young. Junior.
Young behind.
I gave you my money.
Yeah, that way it.
That's all he knows.
Know. Boy, I remember my ass, boy. I bought a white leather sofa.
Ooh,
Pure
sexy.
white.
I could not leave that thing in the stove. Boy, I wanted to take that thing back down there so bad. I didn't
Did you ever
realize
get a
how.
water bed? Did you ever have a water bed?
I did that.
Yeah, from Rick's Waterbed had it in layaway for
Yes.
8 weeks.
It was Rick's.
Rick's Waterbeds, baby,
How many
in
weeks
Texas.
did you
I
have it
had
on
it.
layaway? How
Eight
long?
months. 8 months.
8 months.
8
On
months.
layaway.
8
On
weeks.
layaway.
After 8 weeks, that was a timely purchase for me. 8 months. By the time I got the waterbed out, they was damn near out of style.
Did it have the drawers underneath?
Hell yeah, boy.
For storage.
And then they said, do you want the waveless? I went, hell no.
Seasick.
All right, guys. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're looking for someone to help you unpack Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story, you're in the right place. It's me, Gabby Collins. Come with me, because on Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that's put that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. On this podcast, we're going beyond the basic line of questioning and getting to the heart of the show, all while appreciating the contributions of the show's creative teams and remarkable cast. Go inside each episode of Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story with the creatives, the cast, and creator Shonda Rhimes leading the way. Listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Hi, this is Chelsea Handler.
And I'm Catherine Law.
We are the hosts of the Dear Chelsea podcast, where we give advice to real life people.
Chelsea, we're going into season 4, which is very exciting.
Oh, yes. Sometimes we have celebs on helping us with that advice. Sometimes we have experts.
We've had guests like Ross Matthews, Matthew McConaughey, Bob the Drag Queen, Juliana Margulies, psychic mediums, drug czars, all kinds of people.
We want everyone to leave the show with a little bit more support than they had coming in, and we encourage people to live their lives truly, fully, honestly, and bravely.
We answer questions on anything from drugs to relationships. People talk about their terrible mothers-in-law.
And we encourage them to separate from those people.
I mean, Chelsea, we've even broken people up.
Yes, I take a lot of credit for breaking people up and ending relationships. I am a relationship wrecker. Lots of family drama, lots of relationship drama,
Yes.
and just personal motivation, really. Sometimes people just need a kick in the ass, and that's what I am, a big kick in the ass. Listen to Dear Chelsea on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Tyre Nichols' stepfather has publicly addressed the rumor that Tyre was having a relationship with the wife of one of the Memphis police officers involved in his deadly beating. His stepfather denied the rumor that has been spread all over social media. And if you aren't aware of the rumor, claims were made without evidence that Tyre worked at FedEx in Memphis with one of the officer's wives and that he had a relationship with the woman. It's also been rumored that the officer in question sent the woman a picture of Tyre after the beating. Tyre's stepfather says the rumors are false and they are reckless. And they have been all over social media in the last few days.
You know, it's
for
really
sure.
disturbing, though, how people just take stuff. First of all, they create stuff and they start running with it. And all of it's for clicks. And it doesn't matter if it's at the expense of anything. It don't matter what it's at the expense of. Your reputation, your feelings, your career.
The truth. Facts.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing, man. We live in this society now, man. It's just this is probably...
Well, Steve, the fact of the matter is you can't justify what these officers did to this young man. There's no justification. None. None.
Not only there's no justification with these rumors, if that were true, then that changes the charges. See, now did you plan
now
this?
It's premeditated.
So now this is totally different.
Right.
So there needs to be some facts and evidence to this.
Yeah.
For sure.
Don't try to take the focus off what really happened, please.
But you know, the reality of it is there are no charges for making false statements unless you're inside of a court of law and you're hit with perjury. Other than that, man, you can lie about anything you want to do. And they find out it ain't true. They just get to walk away, skip to the loo, my darling. We got to start doing something about these people that spread stuff that becomes harmful to people's lives and things like that. I'm talking about mostly. Now, this, like y'all said, there's nothing you can say about this beating. Nothing.
Nothing. There's no justification. Y'all beat this man to death.
Yeah,
and y'all need to go to prison for that.
And that's it.
Oh, they going.
Yes.
Yeah.
They going.
The best thing they better do is take the plea deal. Don't go in there. Don't go to trial.
Well,
Trying to fight this?
No, take the plea deal.
Because it's on tape. Okay.
It's on tape.
We all saw it.
I don't know though, with police officers.
No, with white police officers.
Yeah, I was just going to say, but don't forget they're black. They're black.
Oh, no. No.
Keep in mind, Rodney King took a year and a half for them guys went down. These guys
They
right
were
here,
white. They were white officers, and he was black. That's true.
White. See, you don't went up in there, man, and bit into that culture, unlike the caller that we had, the email we had the other day, which was upset, saying it's not a part of the blue culture. Yes. But it is very much a part, a small part of the blue culture, and it affects the way a lot of men and women in blue police. And like I said, the vast majority of police officers, men and women, are in there doing the right thing.
Or good.
But you got enough of them, and now we got video.
Yeah.
And so then, when they talking about it's not all, man, I can't even say what I want to say. Go ahead, next question, Shirley.
All right, next story. Switching gears. We don't want to get you in trouble.
No, that's going to change the dynamics of the show this morning.
We don't want to do that. All right, we're going to switch gears here, Steve. Chad Ochocinco, we all know him. Chad has been called he's being called the world's cheapest celebrity and athlete in the world. During a recent appearance on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, Chad Ochocinco discussed how being very smart with his money during his NFL career ultimately allowed him to save, get this, 83% of his salary. 83% of his salary. He admitted to wearing fake jewelry and opting to fly on Spirit Airlines over taking private jets. He also attributed this to how he saved a lot of his money. He has been trending for wearing the same outfit for at least 3 days because he spent a lot of money on the clothes, he says, and wants to get his money's worth. But in the interview, Ochocinco did clarify that he spends money on what's important to him, like his fiance and his children. Take a listen.
With the missus, she ain't having it. Them 8.5 carats, that's real.
Right.
Anything I purchase for her is real.
It's real.
Yeah. So the kids, I allow them to do the designer and the nice stuff because I done saved 83% of my salary. So it's okay. And I have stuff coming in already. Still coming in. Thank you, Dougie. And so life is good because I was able to sustain and keep most of my wealth that I made when I was playing, and life is still going good. So I allow the kids to enjoy, but I need them to understand there's gonna come a time.
They gotta get off daddy payroll.
You go have to get off that payroll.
Steve. He saved his money.
Well, no, I ain't mad at Ocho, man. But good luck with that when they gonna get off the payroll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, let me know when that cutoff switch is available for sale.
It's a wonder his neck didn't turn green. I didn't know that gold wasn't real. It's a wonder.
Finally, actress Nia Long recently posted on Instagram that she's single AF. She admitted she loves dating, and she talked about adjusting to the single life following her very public breakup with fiance Ime Udoka. Nia was a guest on the Drew Barrymore show, and she made a shocking confession. She said she has her eye on one person, but she wouldn't reveal who the lucky guy is. Wow, Junior.
I keep telling y'all. This girl got to move on. I told her.
Denial.
I told y'all my marriage was going to cause some problems. I knew it. I told you. Ass waited way too late. Ooh.
Coming up in 20 minutes after, it is Black History Month, and of course, health is wealth. Steve is going to tell us how to elevate our health right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, so you talk to us all the time. Your health is your wealth. Health is wealth. So let's talk about Elevate You, the healthy green powders you've created. And today, of course, starts off Black History Month. We want to feel good from the inside out.
I'll tell you, here's a couple of things. First of all, it's going really well. If you haven't tried it, you should try it. It's a product that's going to increase your energy. It's going to help you with mental clarity. And you are going to love the fact that it helps you with your digestion. Just three simple. But now here's a couple of things. Too short. My son and daughter are vegans. They're raising their 4 kids as vegans. I was talking to my daughter-in-law the other day about my new product. She said she doesn't like stuff that comes out of a bag. I said, okay, what that mean? Because celery come in the bag too. So, I mean, that's just a true statement.
Anyway,
if you get it at the grocery store, yes.
Yeah, so anyway, so she said, no, but Dad, sorry, we only do holistic foods and we only do real ingredients. So I said, Amanda, why don't you read the bag? So then she read the bag. She went, wow, everything in here is all natural. There's no processing? I said, no. So she tried it, and she loved it. And now her and her son ordered it. And they had to order it because I don't have no extra around that I tell nobody about. Buy.
You got your own stash.
Yeah.
So
No,
your
I'm not finna
family
tell
has
nobody
to buy it too?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. I done gave you the money. How the hell you can't buy the damn product? And then my wife's godmother, who is a jeweler in New York, she's 80 years old. Very fiery 80, though. I'm talking about just chick is off the chain. Be dressing baller every day. She come with the drip on every day.
Okay.
She called Marjorie and said, "You tell Steven that product is absolutely wonderful. It does give you energy." And so it's just amazing. And then my boys that I run with, the Dirty Dozen from Cy Gamma, we still run together. And all of them got it. They're loving the flavor. They're loving the energy. So just getting those testimonials from the new green drink Elevate You. You got the original green flavor. You've got the tart cherry flavor, and you've got the chocolate flavor. They're all good, and man, it's just it does the job, and it tastes great. So try Elevate You if you want to increase your energy, get rid of brain fog, and help with your digestive system. Ladies and gentlemen, Elevate You, and it's spelled with an L.
Elevate. All right, Steve. Thank you. Thank you. That was great. But coming up at 34 after the hour, Junior is on deck with a Black History poem. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's the month.
All right.
Yeah, it's the month.
For us.
Y'all better-
And we'll do that right after this. Thank you, Junior.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, crew, we asked for it, and he aims to please.
I got it, Shirley. I got it, Shirley.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the beginning of Black History Month, Poet L'Oreal. Poet L'Oreal.
like that.
Orator extraordinaire.
I like that.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, pontificator
That's good.
over words. I present to you and introduce to others
Come on, boy.
that man
Come on.
called JRAP
That's me.
What that stand?
And what? Yeah.
Junior's raggedy ass poems.
Because everybody else want to be great. Somebody got to be raggedy in here. Here I am. You know, it's Black History Month. And for the people down in Florida where they want to take Black History Month out of schools. So this is for some of the people down there named, Governor Ron DeSantis might want to listen up. This is for you because you don't understand how important Black History Month is. And the poem is titled Black History Month.
Oh, you better be deep.
Okay.
We celebrate the people that fought for our civil rights and shout out to the black man that invented the traffic light. We can straighten our hair before we leave home because a black woman invented the straightening comb. And my heart really starts to flutter when I think about that black man that invented peanut butter. And it was a black woman that invented the touch-tone phone so my grandmother and her friends could gossip without leaving home. But wait, we also invented the thermostat because we got cold ancestors. Now that's the fact. Now these new lawmakers are some fools. They trying to take Black history out of school. It's Black history, but damn it, put some respect on it. The end.
Woo! That was good.
Put some respect on it. The end.
Beast mode.
No, that's how you do a poem.
It wasn't raggedy today, partner.
No, I'm just telling you, man, I'm sick and tired of them trying to take us out of here. We're not going nowhere. Black History Month is American history. You can't put this out. Can't tell this story without us.
Do it again, Joe. Do it
Come
again.
on, Steve, with your rebuttal, though.
Come on.
Do it again.
Right.
Go ahead, huh? Go ahead. We come on.
Give it up, Steve.
Come
you
on.
gotta give it up.
You gotta
to
give it to
Junior.
him,
That
big
It's
was
shocking for you. I
profound.
can see for a fact because you.
Oh, yeah. He's
Beyond shocking.
Can't take us out of the. How you gonna have a history without Black history?
That's
Can't
right,
take us
baby.
out
Come
nowhere.
Come on, Junior. I love it. Yes.
Man, I'm not sitting up here playing. You in Florida. You gonna learn this one. I tell you what, if they can't learn it in Florida, turn the radio on. I'll do another one about Black history. Y'all get all this history all month.
We love it, Junior.
I love it.
All right, Steve. I know you got something on your mind. I can see it.
No, I really don't. I'm just going to allow Junior, as we go through Black History Month, to do his version of how he sees this month playing out.
Okay.
Started off in an encouraging way. I don't expect him to be able to hold this
I
level.
can't hold that encouragement. No, that's just first day.
I
got
expect
another one about
very
the
soon
Railroad.
this
Yeah.
to start dwindling off.
That's
That's why I said I don't really
27
like
more days.
in a row.
He say he gonna go.
See, I
won't be
don't
27
really
days.
like getting excited about nobody when they do something half-ass good because, it's called consistency. I'm a little concerned.
You just
about
bet
how we
against. You gonna bet with the house on it. Okay, I see.
Oh, I am the house. Oh, and I got by the time we get to the 5th. Yep.
5th.
Ought to be out of clever.
That's Sunday.
Yeah, that's Sunday.
Are you saying
every day? I just did it for the first day.
We gonna be out of
That's
clever.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh,
5th of
well, on Monday, watch this.
Every
Junior,
day
that
just
was
for
great.
the first day. Just want to just encourage people
that
in
was
Florida.
fire.
You can't
We
take
was
us
really,
out
really,
of the
really,
schools.
really.
You ain't finna do that.
Yeah, we
That's
snapping
right,
our
Junior.
fingers to that, Junior.
See how he's spending a lot of time reiterating it, kind of like Tommy on his pranks. You see this?
I don't have a problem with you poetry praising.
Tommy.
Poetry
You know
praise.
what?
Ain't nothing wrong with poetry praising. You do your thing, Joe.
Poetry praise me then. Go ahead then. Poetry praise me. Uh-oh.
That was good, Junior. It really was. Coming up next, it is the nephew and the prank phone call for today, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it is my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, I went home early, and so did he. Okay. We'll find out what that's all about in just a few, because right now it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Well, Junior just put it down. Black History Poetry. We're going to continue Black History with Slave for a Day.
You know what?
Slave.
Oh. You know what?
What?
That's
What?
It's just for a day. Just for a day. You act like I'm asking you to do 200 years. I'm asking you for a day. Just for a day. Okay?
and that's one day too long.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to call somebody and ask them, do they mind being slave for a day?
Get your nephew, Steve.
It's just a day. Ooh, y'all act like y'all really did something.
Shut up.
Okay. Let's go, cat dog. Slave for a day.
We hate you.
I'm building you old. Mop that deck and make it shine, little eyes of Jane. All right, come on, let's go.
Hello,
I'm trying to reach a Miss Glenda, please.
this is she speaking.
Miss Glenda, this is Gary. I'm with the Black History.
Okay.
You participated last year in the Black History Parade. Am I right?
Yes, I sure did.
Okay, I got your name from one of the members on the committee, and we're trying to see if you can actually be of some help for this year's Black History for this month.
I sure would. Be glad to help.
Okay. Listen, we're having an auction tomorrow and wanted to see if you could actually maybe be of some help with the auction that we actually have going on tomorrow.
Yes. Do I need to donate anything or?
Well, no.
Is that what you need?
No, we're not really trying to get a donation from you this time. We're trying to see if you have some time tomorrow to come out and actually help out with the actual auction.
Okay. What time tomorrow?
Probably like about 9 o'clock in the morning.
I can do that.
Okay. Now, we're asking that you wear something that you'll be comfortable in all day tomorrow if possible, okay?
Okay.
Pretty much an all-day event that we're trying to get you to do.
Okay. I could be there around 9, but I'm going to have to leave about 4.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll see how we can work it out, but we definitely want you to come and be a part of what we're doing.
So what is it that you really need me to do?
Well, actually, we got a lot of people doing different things at the auction, so we just want you to come out and be of some help with everything that's going on.
Okay. Well, I want to be prepared. So what exactly do I need to do? Work the concession stand, something like that?
No, really what we had is actually you being a part of the auction.
Being a part of the auction, such as?
Well, what we're doing tomorrow is we already have 50 people who are signed up, and you would be, one of those people that are signed up to do the actual. What it is we're having slaves for a day. And what we're going to be doing is auctioning you off, and somebody's going to buy you tomorrow. And you'll be their slave.
Slave for the day. Slaves?
Yeah, you'll be their slave for the day. That's what we've decided to do with the Black History. We've decided
I want to participate, but being a slave, no.
Okay, but see, I want you to understand that this is a worthy cause, though.
I understand it's a worthy cause, but I'm not going to be no slave.
Well, you don't have to call it a slave. I mean, a servant, a butler, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying.
Same damn thing. No, I ain't gonna be no slave.
Okay, ma'am, Miss Glenda, what I'm trying to explain to you is this is a word that called for the Black History, and we're trying to get you to be there. Somebody may buy you for $500 tomorrow.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, are you turning us down for a word that calls, Miss Glenda?
Yes, I am turning your down. Don't call me with that kind of no more.
I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. Sometimes we got to repeat history so we don't go back to the history. Sometimes we got to do it again so we don't go back to it. You understand? But here it is. It seems like you acting like a house Negro or something, like you too uppity or something.
A house Negro. Who's the chairman of this?
Excuse me?
The chairman. Last time I spoke with Mr. Wilson, and we didn't have no like this.
Okay, and I understand that, but what I'm trying to explain to you is this is something that...
I don't want you to explain a thing to me. Do not call me with this kind of again.
Are you going to show up tomorrow so we can sell you?
Do you understand me?
Are you going to show up tomorrow so we can sell you? We already have...
You're not going to sell me.
We have you listed to be sold tomorrow.
Sell your...
We've got you listed to be sold tomorrow, ma'am. Can we please make sure...
I'm not going to be sold. And you. Do not call here again.
Hey, listen, if you don't show up tomorrow, then we will come to your house and sell you there.
Come to my house?
If I got to come there to get you sold,
would come to my house. Bring your over here if you want to.
Listen, I will come there to sell you if you're not going to come out to the auction.
Come on to my house. You bad. Come on to my house.
Okay, I tell you, and you know what? I need you to do this. You need to start saying yes, sir, and no, sir to me right now. Okay? I need to get you in the frame of mind of being a slave of the day, okay? I didn't hear what you said.
Kiss my black...
I'm coming to your house tomorrow, and I'm going to sell you in front of your house if you don't come down to the auction tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
You better not bring your my house. You better not. Do you understand me? I done marched for civil rights. I don't have time for no like that. And we got for president, you.
I understand we got a president, but right now we're trying to raise some money for Black History, and we need to sell you tomorrow morning.
You're not going to sell me. You're not going to sell me. You and don't call my house no more. Do you understand? Do not call.
I understand exactly what you're saying. Can I tell you something else? Who else going to be sold tomorrow?
Hell no. Don't tell me.
I got one more thing I do need to tell you.
What is it?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your sister.
My sister? My sister? I can't believe that. I'm going to get her. I can't believe she done did this.
Miss Glenda, you all right?
I'm all right. This is some crazy. I can't believe this. I'm going to whoop her. I'm going to whoop her for this.
It don't sound like you were going to get sold no way.
Hell no.
You wasn't getting on this auction block, huh?
No. No way. Because Miss Linda's been there. I've been at the sit-ins, the marches. I've done some of everything.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I tell you what, Miss Glenda, if it wasn't for people like you, we probably wouldn't be where we are today.
That's right.
We sure thank you. We sure thank you. I just wanted to play a joke on you. Did I get you?
Yes, you did. You sure did.
All right, I got one more thing to ask you. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show with that ignorant Nephew Tommy.
We love you, Miss Glenda.
Okay, love you too.
I can't sell you if you don't put this burlap on and wrap your head
Lord.
up. It's like, I'm just trying to auction you off. We're going to raise some money. It's raise money, you understand? But it's, slave for a day.
Ooh, this is so wrong. It's uncomfortable.
It is. Girl,
wrong.
look at my face.
I know.
I'm looking at Tommy. I can't stand him.
How's you going to learn history if you don't feel it? You got to feel it.
Oh, God.
Feel it. What's wrong?
You
can do this.
Everything is wrong.
The prank, everything. You're wrong.
Everything.
Okay. All right. Well, slave for a day. But I won't be a slave February 10th. February 10th.
Oh, you ain't gonna be a slave that day.
No, I won't be. I'll be in Fort Wayne, Indiana, all right? A night of love and laughter. Nephew Tommy and friends, along with Life Jennings at the Embassy Theater. Tickets are on sale right now at all Ticketmaster outlets. All right. Once again, it's love and laughter. Nephew Tommy and friends, along with special guest Mr. Life Jennings, okay? Tickets on sale right now, Fort Wayne, Indiana, February 10th. No slaves allowed. You understand me? No slaves allowed. That would mean Herschel Walker will not be there. Hello, somebody.
All right.
Herschel.
Okay.
It's your month.
He's too much. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. Subject is, I went home early and so did he. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're looking for someone to help you unpack Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story, you're in the right place. It's me, Gabby Collins. Come with me, because on Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that's put that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. On this podcast, we're going beyond the basic line of questioning and getting to the heart of the show, all while appreciating the contributions of the show's creative teams and remarkable cast. Go inside each episode of Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story with the creatives, the cast, and creator Shonda Rhimes leading the way. Listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Hi, this is Chelsea Handler.
And I'm Catherine Law.
We are the hosts of the Dear Chelsea podcast, where we give advice to real life people.
Chelsea, we're going into season 4, which is very exciting.
Oh, yes. Sometimes we have celebs on helping us with that advice. Sometimes we have experts.
We've had guests like Ross Matthews, Matthew McConaughey, Bob the Drag Queen, Juliana Margulies, psychic mediums, drug czars, all kinds of people.
We want everyone to leave the show with a little bit more support than they had coming in, and we encourage people to live their lives truly, fully, honestly, and bravely.
We answer questions on anything from drugs to relationships. People talk about their terrible mothers-in-law.
And we encourage them to separate from those people.
I mean, Chelsea, we've even broken people up.
Yes, I take a lot of credit for breaking people up and ending relationships. I am a relationship wrecker. Lots of family drama, lots of relationship drama,
yes,
and just personal motivation, really. Sometimes people just need a kick in the ass, and that's what I am, a big kick in the ass. Listen to Dear Chelsea on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. All you have to do is send us a letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know. This one right here could be yours.
This one right here. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, I went home early, and so did he. Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband and I are down to one car because he hit debris in the road after an ice storm in our city. I hate having to be dropped off at work because I have a flexible schedule and I can work from home. He's in sales, so he has to have his own transportation. Last Friday, I chose to stay home and work, so I had sex with my man and told him to have a great day. By 10 a.m., I got a call to come to the office because a client had popped up in town. I called my husband to get a ride, but he was too far away to pick me up. My boss picked me up instead. My husband called me around 1 p.m. to see if I made it to work, and I told him I made it and I would need to be picked up around 5 p.m. We wrapped up our meeting around 3:30, and my boss dropped me off at home. I went down to the basement to start working on the contract for my client. Then I heard a car in the driveway, so I looked at our cameras. It was my husband getting out of my car. I could tell he had a woman in the car, but I couldn't see a face. I stayed quiet in the basement so I could see if he was going to let her come into my house. He left her in the car while he changed his shirt and then left back out. As he drove away, I called but he didn't answer. He texted me to see if I needed a ride. I texted back that I was already home, and I asked who he had in my car with him and why was he texting me and not answering my calls. He never responded. That night, he said I was making more out of it than it was. He said he didn't answer my calls because he didn't want to be embarrassed in front of his coworker. What if I hadn't busted him? Do you think he would have admitted it to me? That would be a no, and you know he wouldn't have. He wouldn't have admitted anything to you. He was thinking he could get away with whatever he called himself doing with the so-called coworker because, you know, he had you at bay. You were off at work doing your thing and everything. He would check on you every now and then to see if you needed a ride. But the fact that he had your car and couldn't pick you up or, you know, just, I don't know. He didn't seem like he really cared whether you got home or not, really. You know, what? It just seems kind of crazy to me. And not only that, he's in your car with another woman that he brought to your house. All this was dumb, and it was a wrong move on his part. You never bring another woman to your house, in your house, or any of that. That's why this whole thing is stupid. And he was more worried about being embarrassed in front of his coworker. That's what he's calling her, his coworker, than answering your call. Why? I mean, to me, that proves that he shouldn't have had her in the car in the first place if he didn't want to take your calls. Why was he even with her? And he most definitely shouldn't have, you know, put her before you, being embarrassed in front of her before your needs. So all of this is just wrong on his part to me. Steve?
You know, I'm sometimes amazed at Shirley's direction. She is so pro-relationship. She is so pro-marriage. She is so pro-tradition. She is so pro-integrity.
Okay. And the problem with that is...
makes me sick.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Man,
so are
damn.
you.
I can count all these righteous ass readings of these letters. A lot went on in this letter. I just think the dude is stupid, man. I don't understand dudes, man. What y'all be thinking about, man? Now, all this about who got dropped off at the house, and this is irrelevant that y'all had 2 cars, but you're down to 1 because he hit some debris on an ice storm in your city. Don't nobody give a damn about that. Let's start moving these stories along a little bit now. Come on, all this irrelevant ass
Too much information. TMI.
Yeah, don't nobody get this. It's like badass reading. That's why I don't like novels and stuff. Just what is wrong, and let's just find out who is she seeing, who is he, and what is he to you. It's Bill Withers. That's how we wrote some, my friend. Let's just get these songs. Get to it. What is all this stuff? Dropped off at work. I got a flexible schedule. He in sales. I can work from home. So damn what?
We need details. We need the backstory. Yes, we need all of that.
Nothing. Here is all you need to know. I chose to stay home and work, so I had sex with my man and told him to have a great day, because that's really what this damn letter about.
Okay.
See, all this stuff about the debris in the road, that all she wanted to say was, I had sex with my man and told him have a great day. See, all the anger built up in this letter after that is because of that.
Because of the sex.
That damn debris. I gave him some sex this morning. He gonna pull up in this driveway with this heifer in this
with a woman.
See, that's what this letter's about.
He was wrong for that.
And so when I come back, I'm gonna straighten you out. This is what's wrong with this damn.
All right, hang on, Steve. Part 2 of your strawberry letter response is coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's subject, I went home early and so did he. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, I went home early, and so did he.
We have a situation here. Somebody got dropped off at work. Somebody was supposed to pick somebody up. Somebody got off early, all this here. Somebody messed up and ran over some debris in the street. They're doing an ice storm in our city.
I thought you were.
Oh, none of that means a damn thing. I had sex with my man and told him to have a great day. This is what this letter is about. So after that, you got a call to come into the office because a client popped up. So your boss came and picked you up. Now, you didn't tell us whether your boss was a man or a woman. I don't see that in here.
But you don't want details.
But I'm thinking it's a man.
Uh-huh.
See, because when we talk about who riding with who, see, when you ride with a man, ain't no damn problem. Mm-hmm. Your boss coming to pick you. How you know where you stay? How your boss know where you stay? How many times he done been by the house while you been working from home? See, I turn all this on you. Because you finna get this up off of me.
Right.
My boss picked me up instead. My husband called me around 10 to see if I had made it to work. And I told him, see, because you had called him to bring you, but your husband was too far away and you wasn't going to get there in time. So then my boss picked me up instead. My husband called me around 1 p.m. to see if you made it. I told him I made it. That 1 p.m. call was to make sure you was at work. Mm-hmm. See, I told him I made it and would need to be picked up around 5. We wrapped up our meeting around 3:30. My boss dropped me off at home. Oh, he brought you back. Yeah.
Well,
but see, you knew at 3:30, though, that you ain't had time for your boss because you knew at 5 you had told your husband you was going to wrap around 5 and he was supposed to come get you. So you wrapped your meeting at 3:30 and then your boss dropped you off at home again, but he couldn't come in today because hubby could be right around the corner.
Oh.
I went down to the basement to start working on the contract for my client. Oh, so it's the basement, huh? Then I heard a car in the driveway, so I looked out our cameras. It was my husband getting out of my car.
Uh-huh.
After we done had sex this morning with my body. Now he in my car. Uh-huh. I could tell he had a woman in the car, but I couldn't see her face. I stayed quiet in the basement so I could see if he was going to let her come into my house. Because we both can't be having people up in this house. Because we don't know if your boss done never been in the house while he dropping you up and picking your ass off. See what I'm saying? He left her in the car while he changed his shirt, and then he left back out. As he drove away, I called, but he didn't answer. This is the only smart thing he did. Why he brought this heifer to the house, I do not know. He texted me to see if I needed a ride. I text back that I was already home, and I asked who he had in my car with him, and why was he texting me and not answering my call. He never responded. That was another brilliant move, but this is too late after the fact. You hadn't took the heifer to the driveway, you wouldn't have had to explain this, but you know you cannot answer that phone. That night he said I was making more out of it than it was. He said he did not answer my call because he didn't want to be embarrassed in front of his coworker. And that's the truth. That's the only piece of truth in this letter from you or him to me. Because, see, once you accuse me of her, he dropped you off. Whoa. He picked you up. Wait, how long? Whoa. How you get to call your boss? Because y'all have been having 2 cars. Now, all of a sudden, when you need a ride, here he comes. And more than happy to get over here. Now, I was with my coworker. Coworker, Shirley says, is his so-called coworker. I believe it to be his coworker, but I don't believe he should have brought her to the house. I believe that's your boss, but why is your boss at my house? And why is you going out there getting in this man's car? You know how to make me look to the neighbors?
Come on. The problem is the husband and the coworker.
Now, you see what I'm saying? No, the problem is going to be about this boss man picking you up in my house. That's what this finna be.
Right.
And then she says, what if I hadn't busted him? Do you think he would have admitted it to me? Admit what?
No.
Are you crazy? Admit what? Admit.
You never come clean. You never admit.
Take a shower.
Admit what?
You never tell the truth.
I tell the truth.
That it was
you
a woman
me
in
would
the car.
I admit? I tell the truth a lot of times. I'm not admitting a damn thing. See, especially for black men, because admit is a shorter word for admission of guilt, and that we not finna do.
Yeah. So it's not answering the phone when I call, all of that. All right.
The girl is cheating with her boss.
No, she is not. No, she's not. How did you get that out of this?
And I don't know why y'all don't see it.
Because her husband couldn't pick her up. All right, please leave your comments on today's letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up next, it is Sports Talk with Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Sports Talk with Junior. Junior, what you got?
Okay, well, Houston, Texas fans, we back on it, Tommy. We got us a head coach.
Yeah, we
Ladies
do.
and gentlemen, we want to welcome to the city of Houston, D'Amico Ryans. I'm so glad we picked it. We got another black coach. It's 3 years in a row.
Yeah, D'Amico, yeah.
Yeah, D'Amico Ryans. We got 3
Ain't no
years
white
in a row.
D'Amicos.
No, ain't no white ones. But the good thing about this one,
1 year.
No, that's what I'm about to tell you. He actually got a 6-year deal, which is so good that he can actually try to build this team. We coming back.
I hope
not this season.
What pick we got first round, Junior?
Second pick.
Yeah,
I think we got sixth pick. Yeah, we got second pick, dog. But it don't matter, dog. We just got somebody with a long-term deal we know going to be here. Because we was rolling the wheel for a minute. We didn't know who was going to stay and who was going to go.
Lovey had a multi-year deal.
And they let him go after one.
Yeah, y'all.
He got all that money, though.
Yeah, he let him go after one.
He got a lot of money.
He got that money.
Let me go.
I know.
Yeah, let me go.
I hope
Family
Family Feud let me go like that. Ooh, Steve, we're going to pay your contract out. Don't come down here no more. Thank you.
Also, man, another hiring at the head coach. Sean Payton has been hired by the Denver Broncos. He didn't take the other job, but he think he can really help Russell Wilson, man. Because, he worked with Drew Brees, so he really wants to help Russell Wilson get back to Russ, So
Ain't nothing wrong with Russ. It was the system he in, man. Denver's horrible.
Yeah, so hopefully he can get that turned around, man. But I really like Sean Payton, though, man. I'm just glad he didn't take that Cowboy job, man. So glad Jerry Jones was courting him. He was trying to get him in there, but man, Denver's a good place for him, so that's cool. I like that. Also, Brock Purdy, man, I feel so bad for Brock Purdy, man. He had getting him that far, he should be proud of as a rookie, man. I mean, he has to have surgery on that shoulder, man. He did. He messed up his shoulder.
What do you feel sorry about, Junior?
No, man, because I don't. He's such a young talent, man. You just hate to see guys that play that way.
Irrelevant is relevant.
Yeah, irrelevant, man. He's the last person drafted. I mean, you really want to see him.
When your ass is laying up in that hospital with a crisis, have you heard from Brock Purdy?
Brock he don't know.
Have you heard from Sean Payton?
Wait a minute,
Have Russell Wilson ever gave you a call?
What is you doing?
Oh, give it. Damn that. I'm just this Black History Month.
You mad because we feel bad for Brock Purdy because he hurt his shoulder?
How do you
he had
feeling
a great
bad
season?
for everybody? Ain't nobody feeling bad for your ass.
We felt bad for Junior when Junior was sick.
Ain't nobody call and comfort me.
At the top of the
I
hour.
don't know what you wanted from me for.
We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're looking for someone to help you unpack Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story, you're in the right place. It's me, Gabby Collins. Come with me, because on Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that's put that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics On this podcast, we're going beyond the basic line of questioning and getting to the heart of the show, all while appreciating the contributions of the show's creative teams and remarkable cast. Go inside each episode of Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story with the creatives, the cast, and creator Shonda Rhimes leading the way. Listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Hi, this is Chelsea Handler.
And I'm Catherine Law.
We are the hosts of the Dear Chelsea podcast, where we give advice to real life people.
Chelsea, we're going into season 4, which is very exciting.
Oh, yes. Sometimes we have celebs on helping us with that advice. Sometimes we have experts.
We've had guests like Ross Matthews, Matthew McConaughey, Bob the Drag Queen, Juliana Margulies, psychic mediums, drug czars, all kinds of people.
We want everyone to leave the show with a little bit more support than they had coming in, and we encourage people to live their lives truly, fully, honestly, and bravely.
We answer questions on anything from drugs to relationships. People talk about their terrible mothers-in-law.
And we encourage them to separate from those people.
I mean, Chelsea, we've even broken people up.
Yes, I take a lot of credit for breaking people up and ending relationships. I am a relationship wrecker. Lots of family drama, lots of relationship drama,
yes,
and just personal motivation, really. Sometimes people just need a kick in the ass, and that's what I am, a big kick in the ass. Listen to Dear Chelsea on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Well, after Marcus Stokes, a white football player, was caught on camera saying the N-word in a song, he lost his football scholarship at the University of Florida. Then he was offered a position on the team at Albany State University, which is an HBCU. Now, Albany State's head football coach, Quinn Gray Sr., has rescinded his offer to Stokes because he's faced backlash over having Stokes on the team. Coach Gray was also reprimanded by the school's president, Marion Ross Fedrick, for extending an offer to Stokes. Marcus Stokes was regarded as a 4-star recruit who received offers from Alabama A&M and the University of West Florida. So was it cool? Here's the question. Was it cool to kick this young man off the football team because he said the N-word while he was singing the lyrics to a song?
No.
Yeah, you know when you're singing this song, you got to pause when you get to that word. You know that.
No.
But he felt comfortable.
I think it's unfair to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I watched the game one time on a video. He was overseas in Spain or somewhere like that. And he was on Jay-Z over there. The game was on Jay-Z. And he had the whole crowd chanting, blank jigger, that old blank N-word.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's what the game was, making this all-white crowd chant. You put the lyrics in the song. White kids buying rap music at the rate that black kids is buying, if not more. That's what has made the hip-hop genre one of the biggest music genres in the world. And now he's singing along with the song. Somebody put it out. That's why you can't do it, man. If you put it out there, they gonna consume it. So I don't think he should have got put off the team for repeating the lyric in a song when the lyric is in damn near every song. So this young man loses his whole career. See, it's easy for you to sit back and play this prim proper, we civil rights advocates and all this here. But no, man, I done told you over and over and over. So hold on, let me ask you this right here. When you refer to women as B's and H's in these songs and you singing along, you don't lose your job?
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's acceptable.
So you can beat the hell out of women in this damn music, and you can drag them through the mud who gave all of us in here life if it wasn't for some woman somewhere. But yet, see, you could drag their ass, but now you say the N-word and you white, now you banned for life. Why? Why? Y'all sitting up in here, man, I got it offends you. But if it offends you so bad, quit putting it in the songs. You selling it to them, but you don't want them to say it. But you will take their money for buying it. Man, miss me.
Mm-hmm. Don't sing around me, though. Don't sing around me.
That's cool.
Don't sing around me.
I got all this. Now, all these old-ass civil rights people, I understand where you coming from. Yeah. You 50, you ought to understand and feel that way. But now you done put this out here to this young dude. All of them singing it. All of them.
They do.
The rappers are standing on stage and they singing along with the rappers. Every lyric in the song. Now they done heard this white boy say it. Now they shocked and appalled. How the hell you shocked and appalled about this white boy saying the N-word? All these policemen killing all these black people. All these politicians writing all these laws about not giving black people rights no more, history, voter suppression, voting. All this here. We still killing black people. We doing everything. Now we gonna get rid of this white boy because he done said the N-word. Man, get out of here. Y'all didn't get rid of Eminem when he said it.
When Eminem said it?
Years ago when he was talking about that black girl. He had to come on and apologize. So no, man, it ain't nobody with you with that. Go on out of here.
Yeah.
Don't say it around me. I'm gonna say that again. I'm just telling you. You and Romo. Don't man, one of y'all say that around me. I'm telling you now.
They talk like that too. These kids,
Romo.
They ain't just singing it. They talk.
They
like
call
that.
each other bro. They call each other the N-word.
Yes, they
it's
do.
common now.
Yes, sir.
Girls call each other bro.
Yeah.
No,
They
bro.
do. They do.
Y'all be going, what the hell?
All right. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Winter weather is once again wreaking havoc on people's travel plans. Thousands of flights were canceled or delayed due to the weather, with Southwest Airlines reporting the most cancellations. There were also ground stops ordered at both Dallas airports and New York's LaGuardia Airport because of the winter storms. An ice storm is moving across the south, and more freezing rain is expected over the next couple of days from Texas into West Virginia. Some areas could see as much as a quarter-inch of ice, which would make roads and interstates dangerous and would most likely ground many more flights. So keep that in mind if you're traveling.
Tommy, where you going, man? No, you always going somewhere. Where you going?
I'm flying tomorrow from L.A. to Houston. So Houston's
you on
cold
Southwest?
Right now. No, I'm on United. Why you just assume that I was on Southwest? And ain't nothing wrong with Southwest, but why you just assume that?
Well, I know you're always looking for discounts, and you be counting bags and all that, and I just wanted you to know that
you gotta count bags. There's only so many bags you can get on there.
Well, it's one bag free, and now that you got them little clothes, I figured you could get them all in.
Shut up.
A tote, be on your way.
Tote bag.
Just trying to help you save money. It's all I was trying to do, just as your uncle and everything.
I ain't got no tote bag.
Spend money. You ain't got no Toomey. You ain't got no Toomey. You still using Samsonite.
Ain't nothing wrong with Samsonite.
No, you know how much Toomey
All right,
costs?
we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour. And we'll do a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather, guys, would you rather have a driver with very bad breath, or would you rather your driver drive like a maniac?
Oh, well, we're still wearing masks, so I'll just take the drive with the bad breath. We still wearing masks. Yeah.
All right, good answer.
I don't want a driver don't damn near kill me now. No, we're going to deal with that breath. But he's going to let that window down, though. He's going to have to let that window down.
Okay,
I've been in the cab with a dude, breath so bad, it was coming through the divide. I was back there trying to close up the little money tray. I was I was looking for duct tape. I was trying to seal the cracks. If I had some caulking, I'd have sealed all the cracks in this thing right here. I was looking for I had took my jacket off and packed it in the crack between the door and the seat. I was trying to shut off all ventilation. I was sitting back there, man. I ain't have on nothing but my damn drawers. I had took all my clothes and packed it in cracks, just trying to stop this. What is he doing up there?
All right. Would you rather curse really loud when you see a beautiful woman, or would you rather cry softly when you saw a beautiful woman? Which one?
I do both of them. On site, yeah.
I've done both.
Yeah.
We've all done both.
Oh.
And then break out crying.
That's it right there.
All of that.
Yeah.
Then I've done that.
What? Yeah. That whimpering. All right. Would you rather?
Hey, man. You ever met a real fine chick and walked up to her and tried to say something to her, and then she said, "Excuse me, you're not my type." What?
Yeah. That's
crushing. Is that like the lady who said, "I don't like your features"? Yeah. Remember
that lady told me, she said, I can't go with you to the junior prom because I don't like your facial features.
Your facial features.
Well, damn it, it's 1971 and they ain't really came out with plastic surgery right now.
Nothing I can do.
That's all I got.
That was a crushing
really not
blow.
a damn thing I can do about this right now. No, I haven't heard of Botox yet.
All right, last one. Would you rather a totally silent sex partner, or would you rather one that talks the whole time, the entire time?
Y'all, you can be quiet. You ain't got to say a damn thing to me. Yeah, you ain't got to give me no notifications or nothing. I'm fine. I know what I'm doing.
No, I need some holler going on. I need some holler.
Yeah, neither one of them bother me. I don't give a damn.
I'm trying to get a rhythm going here. What is all this? Ain't no damn instruction booklet. No, I want to do this. Now I want you to do this. What damn it?
We'll be back with our last break of the day, and at 49 minutes after, some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey.
What kind of sandwich you want?
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're looking for someone to help you unpack Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story, you're in the right place. It's me, Gabby Collins. Come with me, because on Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that's put that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. On this podcast, we're going beyond the basic line of questioning and getting to the heart of the show, all while appreciating the contributions of the show's creative teams and remarkable cast. Go inside each episode of Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story with the creatives, the cast, and creator Shonda Rhimes leading the way. Listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Here we are, guys. Our last break of the day on this Wednesday, Hump Day. Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
yeah,
moving.
This week is moving.
Day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Happy February 1st.
Hey Shirley, you did a story earlier about this college kid that was put off a team, and then another HBCU picked him up. What was that story again?
Okay, his name was Marcus Stokes, Steve, and he was a white football player. He was caught on camera saying the N-word. It was in a song. As a result of that, he lost his football scholarship at the University of Florida. Then he was offered a position on the team at Albany State University, which is an HBCU. Now, Albany State's head football coach, Quinn Gray Sr., has rescinded his offer to Stokes because he's faced backlash over having Stokes on the team. Coach Gray was also reprimanded by the school's president, Marion Ross Fedrick, for extending an offer to Stokes in the first place. Marcus Stokes was regarded as a 4-star recruit who received offers from Alabama A&M and the University of West Florida. So there you go, Marcus Stokes.
So this kid, these are my closing remarks. This kid gets put off of a football team at the University of Florida. An African-American coach picks him up and brings him to Albany State. He gets backlash from the president. So now they put the young man off the team. The question was, should he be put off his football team for using the N-word that he was reciting the lyrics to a song? And he was caught on tape saying the N-word to a song. Now, you know what? Nobody can call me the N-word to my face. I've never allowed that. It comes with repercussions instantly. Now, it hasn't always resulted in a fight, but I've had many about it. You don't got to understand, I grew up in the 60s. I was in college in the 70s, so please understand. I've heard it so many, many times. Now, I've been expelled for it. It has cost me a lot. Because you say it to me, I'm going to deal with you. Now, we're in 2023. We are in the middle of the cancel culture. We're in the middle of the cancel culture. We are so ready to get rid of anybody for anything that they do that we don't agree with. We're in a culture now where we have to like everything everybody else do, or now something wrong with you. That's crazy. That's crazy that we that way right now, because all of us must admit we don't agree with everything everybody else do, and we shouldn't be forced to have to like it because that's what you want to do. And that goes for any subject out there. Race, religion, sex, sexual preferences, pronouns, whatever you want to call it, marketability, I don't care, job description, I don't care what it is. Nobody has to agree with everything everybody else says. That's because they want to do that. Go ahead and do it. But don't get mad at me because I don't want to do it. And if you got the right to speak up for it, somebody should have the right to say no. But we're in the cancel culture. So now this young man is repeating a rap lyric. I haven't heard it, but he was repeating a song. And now he loses his football career scholarship. He goes to another school, and now they take it from him again. Really? He was reciting the lyrics of a rap song, and where did this song come from? Who wrote this song? Which artist was he emulating or repeating? I'm just curious. If he bought it or downloaded or downstreamed it and bought it from the artist that made it, and the artist is making money off of it, I don't understand what the problem is. If you don't want nobody to say it, don't give it to them to say it. I spent 30-some years on stage as a stand-up. I've used the N-word in 30 years twice, and both times was by accident. I got up there loose and was just talking, and the worst one was El Paso, Texas. I let it come out my mouth in front of an all-white audience, and a group of blacks was at the table. And I saw him, and I was excited, and I was young, and I was talking, and I let it come out. And after the show, man, the brother was so hurt. And he came up to me and said, man, I was having a good time, bro. I sure wish you hadn't said that N-word. I said, man, that thing slipped out. And after that, I became very, very conscious. If you look at all my specials, you come to see my shows, I just stayed away from it because I had whites in the audience. And guess what? I didn't want to give it to them, because if you give it back to me, you're going to have a problem with me. So now this young man is in a culture where every rap song, damn near all of them, girls, everybody, female rappers, everybody says it. And like I told you earlier, I was watching this thing when the rapper The Game was upset with Jay-Z. He was in Spain, had a whole group of white kids saying, F Jigga, that old blank N-word. And he had the crowd just chanting it. He told them to say that. And the whole group of white kids was saying it. I was sitting there going, man, what's wrong with this dude right here? Well, what's wrong with our society? What's wrong with our music? And now, but now hold up though. Now, if you saying a rap word, a rap lyric, and you repeating, you calling women B's and H's, and B's and this B this and this H that and all this here, ain't nothing. We need to grow up, or we need to get it all the way right. Because one thing about the Jewish community, you say anything, that's defamation, and they coming for you. But we pick and choose what we decide to be defamation. And you can dog out women, but you can't be a white boy and say the N-word in a rap song that the black dude made, that he paid his money for, that the black dude take the money off of. Man, y'all miss me with all this hypocrisy. If y'all want to get it right, be appalled about something that really count. Why don't we stop some of this damn police brutality? But we ain't going to stop that either, though. Oh, okay, excuse me. My bad. What y'all want to be mad about today? Because I ain't finna be mad about that. Those are my closing remarks. Have a great day. Talk to God today. He'd love to hear from you.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hi, I'm Dani Shapiro, host of the hit podcast Family Secrets. Each episode explores a long-held family secret that has finally come to light. Find out what keeps millions of people tuning in to hear astonishing stories about the secrets that are kept from us, the secrets we keep from others, and yes, even the secrets that we keep from ourselves. I hope you'll join me and my extraordinary guests for this new season of Family Secrets. Listen to Season 8 of Family Secrets on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, Hi, this is Chelsea Handler.
And I'm Catherine Law.
We are the hosts of the Dear Chelsea podcast, where we give advice to real life people. Sometimes we have experts, sometimes we have celebs on helping us.
Guests like Ross Matthews, Matthew McConaughey, Juliana Margulies, Gwyneth Paltrow, and so many more. We answer questions on anything from drugs to relationships. We've even broken people up.
Yes, I take a lot of credit for breaking people up. I am a relationship wrecker. And just motivation. Sometimes people just need a kick in the ass, and that's what I am. And we encourage people to live their lives truly, fully, and bravely. Listen to Dear Chelsea on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
On Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that puts that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. You can listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, every Thursday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you listen to your favorite shows.